Hello, thank you for chatting to me again.
Hi Megs, how you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Not too bad, but I do have a bit of a slight dilemma um, that I just would like a bit of help with, if that's okay. Um, Obviously, I know I've spoken to you. I'm looking for exciting times, looking for a flat in Norwich, and I'm getting a bit stressed about it because I'm just sensing my head is so much in like the negative
Mm,
of all I can focus on is stuff that I don't want, like thinking about past places I've lived in. I'm like, okay, well, I definitely don't want this, and I don't want this, and I find it's really hindering me in progressing. And I don't know if there's anything that you could help with and guide me in that way, so that I start focusing on what I do want in a
yeah.
house.
Sure. And it is a really normal thing. And in NLP, we talk about whether we've got a outcome orientation or a problem orientation. So are we focusing on what we want or are we focusing on what we don't want?
Okay.
And when it comes to motivation, sometimes we want a really strong away from what we don't want, because that
Yeah.
gives us a nice little kickstart to do something. And
Mhm.
then success and kind of goal achievement happens when we've got a really compelling towards what we do want.
Yeah, sure.
So, yeah, let's just have a little explore
Yes, please.
and see if we can move kind of from the problem of what you don't want to thinking about what you do want.
Yeah.
Um, so if you think about tell me something about what you've been thinking in terms of what you don't want.
I don't want a bathroom without a window.
Hmm.
I don't want mold. Um, that's a big one. I don't want. Oh, now it's really hard to think.
Yeah,
What
well,
I
those are two really good ones. So we can work with either of those.
Yeah,
So, um, which one are you most drawn to just have a little exploration, a little play with? The bathroom window or the mold?
I think the mold, that's been a pressing issue.
Yeah, okay. So,
Yeah.
um, you don't want mold.
No,
So what would you like to have happen?
I would like something good ventilation, I guess,
Uh-huh.
to
Okay.
help with that issue.
Uh-huh.
And even though obviously older buildings can have character, which is beautiful, for my preference, something that's maybe a newer build,
Yeah. Okay.
maybe.
Mm-hmm. So what we've done there is we've gone from I don't want mold to I want something with good ventilation that's potentially newer. So we've gone from what's the
Okay,
problem to what do I want, which is good ventilation and a
shift.
newer style.
Okay.
So that's just by asking well, what would you like to have happen? If you'd have said to me, I want something with less mold,
Yeah.
less
Reduced.
mold than I've had previously,
Yeah, that would be nice.
thinking about some of those houses,
Yeah.
then I could maybe ask you what we call a remedy question, which says, and when less mold, then what happens?
Less anxiety.
Yeah, okay. And when less anxiety, then what happens?
Um, I can rest properly in my home environment.
Okay, so the rest properly in my home environment is then another example of what you want to have happen. So
That's
another
yeah,
outcome. So thinking about when you think about the mold, we've now
right.
got some criteria that says I want it ventilated, I want well ventilated, I want
Uh-huh.
um, a newer build, and I want to be able to rest properly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So those are things that you do want.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's literally like flipped it.
Mm. Yeah.
Thank you. That's why is you make it feel so easy. It's so
I
difficult on my own.
know. It's a nice little model called the PRO model, problem remedy outfit outcome. So how do we move from the problem to the outcome, and maybe sometimes people give us what we call a remedy, which is I want less of, or I want a little bit less of this. So I might say I want to feel less stressed.
Yeah.
Well, when you're less stressed, then what happens? That the person might then go, well, I feel energized. Okay, well, it's
Yeah.
energized that the person actually wants.
Lead you to the goal.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. So it can lead you through there.
that's a great little guide. Thank you so much. Can I just bring you with me to my house viewings, please?
Definitely.
Come with me. Thank you for chatting with me again. I was stressing about that, so thank you so much.
Yeah, really good to chat to you again, Megan.
Good to chat to you too. I will see you next time for
Yeah,
more wisdom.
look forward to talking soon. Take
See you
care.
later. Bye.
Bye.